안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 Jenny예요. Hello everyone, my name is Jenny, and today we're talking about 반말, which is called casual speech, but 반 means half, 말 means like speech, word, so literally half speech, because it's a lot shorter than what you've been using up until now. This is a speech style that is more casual, less polite than the ayo, oyo form. So you remember these? Deferential means respectful. Formal polite speech is the most deferential. That's 습니다. Informal polite speech, 아요, 오요. And then casual speech is the least deferential out of these options. And this is just a or o. So same as this, you're just deleting the yo here. You use casual speech between friends of the same or the similar age, to people younger than you or of a lesser social status. So if you are a senior at your school and you meet someone who's just a freshman, you have a higher social status than them because you're kind of like ranked higher. You're also physically older than them, so probably, unless they're like a genius, in which case you might have to rethink that a bit. But if you're older than someone, you're ranked higher than someone, you'll use casual speech more. You also use this to children. So as a college student, you can use this to children right away. You don't have to debate about that. This is the speech that you use to children if you are not a child yourself. And these are some of the most common examples you might have already heard already. So 안녕, shortened form of 안녕하세요. 사랑해, I love you. 너 어디야? Where are you? These are 반말. If you use 반말 to the wrong person, that is very rude and very disrespectful, so don't go using this around just anyone. There are certain rules tied to each of these speech levels, so please be sure to use them appropriately and in the correct situations, because in the correct situations, correct context with the correct people, it's not rude to use these. You just have to make sure that you understand how to use it correctly. So, these are some examples of how some words can be conjugated. So it's pretty much the exact same conjugation as the informal polite speech. You're just deleting yo off the end. It is that easy. So 좋다, 좋아, 좋아요, 좋았어, past tense. 좋을 거야. This is future tense. So 좋을 거예요 becomes 좋을 거야. 먹어, present tense. 먹었어, past tense. 먹을 거야, future tense. 마시다, 마셔. 마셨어, 마실 거예요. 하다, 해, 해서, 할 거야. See the pattern? Great. This is noun plus ida, so ida becomes ia. So it's not 이에요, it's ia. 아니다 is 아니야, not 아니에요. That's the informal polite speech. This is 아니야. So 내 친구야, I'll explain this in a little bit on a later slide, but this means my friend. This is my friend. 내 친구야. 농담이야. It's a joke. 그 핸드폰은 내 것이 아니야. That phone is not mine. It is not my item. It's not my thing. 큰 문제일 거야. It will be a big problem. 추운 겨울이 안 올 거야. It won't be a cold winter. 걱정하지 마. Don't worry. Yes, in informal polite speech, you cannot see my face. I did not structure these that well. 예 becomes or 응. So when you're speaking to your professor, don't use don't use use 예. When you're talking to your friends that you're close with, you can use or 응. 아니요, no becomes 아니. 아니, 못 들었어. No, I didn't hear. 현재, present, 과거, past. 미래 or 추측 is future slash suggestion. So, 가서, 갈 거야. 좋아, 좋았어, 좋을 거야. 친구야, 친구였어, 친구일 거야. 동생이야, 동생이었어. 동생일 거야. 아니야, 아니었어. 않을 거야. 매운 음식을 좋아해? I'm so used to speaking in more polite in these videos. It's kind of weird to switch. 매운 음식을 좋아해? Do you like spicy food? 아니, 매운 음식을 별로 좋아하지 않아. No, I don't really like spicy food that much. So, let's look at that do you like eating spicy food sentence in a couple of different ways. So, 가, statement, command. 가자, suggestion. 가, question. These are negative forms. So let's look at how these kind of expand into sentences. So, 매운 음식을 먹어. Statement, command. 매운 음식을 먹자. Let's eat spicy food. Suggestion. 매운 음식을 먹어? Do you eat spicy food? Question. Important for tonation to determine statement, command versus question. Negative form. 가지 않아. 안 가. You can say either of these. These are both statements. I don't go. 매운 음식을 먹지 않아. I don't eat spicy food. 가지 마. Command. Don't go. 매운 음식을 먹지 마. Command. Don't eat spicy food. 가지 말자. Suggestion. Let's not go. 매운 음식을 먹지 말자. Let's not eat spicy food. Suggestion. 가지 않아? 안 가? Question. 매운 음식을 안 먹어? You don't eat spicy food? We also have different terms to refer to yourself and also you. The word you in Korean is very hard to explain because it doesn't really fit the English translation of you. It doesn't kind of like translate that well. But this, I think, is pretty understandable when it's in 반말 because it's a lot simpler. So rather than saying 저는, I, this is a topic marker, you say 나는. So 저, I, the humble form, which means that you are lowering yourself to be like more modest. You are lowering yourself to be nicer to other people, basically. That's the humble form. Na is the casual form. You don't need to lower yourself. You're on the same level. You're very close, or you're good friends, or you are higher than them, so you don't need to lower yourself to their level. So 저는, 나는. 제가, 내가. 저를, 나를. 저도, 나도. 저한테, to me. 나한테. 제, my, 내. This is you, which shares some similarities with I in the casual form, as we're about to see. So 나는, I, casual. 너는, you, casual. So 저, humble. I. 나, casual. I. 너, you, casual. 너는. That's plus the topic marker. This word sounds very similar to this word, even though they're spelled differently. So when you see these two words in writing, they're going to be spelled exactly like this. This is just the pronunciation guide because most modern speakers of Korean pronounce e and e the exact same. It wasn't always this way. Some older speakers may still have a distinction between the two, but nowadays most speakers will pronounce those two vowels exactly the same. So in order to differentiate whether you're talking about yourself, 내가, or you, 네가, we say 니, 네가. You don't spell it this way, you just pronounce it this way so that you know what you're talking about, okay? 너를, 너도, 너한테. Same for this, your. You don't say 내 because that is the exact same as this one, but you pronounce it as 니. Let's see. When calling a friend's or kid's name, because they're younger than you, they're in the social ladder, you attach a or ya to the end of their name. So, 미나야, 준비됐어? Mina, are you ready? 소라야, 내 목소리 들려? Sora, do you hear my voice? 수잔아, 언제 갈 거야? Susan, when are you gonna go? 지훈아, 뭐해? 지훈, what are you doing? This is all casual speech. And you'll notice it's a lot shorter than the other styles that we've learned. 세연아, 오랜만이야. 잘 지냈어? 세연, it's been a long time. How are you doing? Have you been good? 세연아, 이세훈, 왜 나를 무시하는 거야? You haven't quite learned this form yet, but basically this is like, why are you ignoring me? 무시하다, to ignore. 세연아, 나를 대답하지 않으면, if you don't answer me, 나에게 말하는 거야? Are you talking to me? Notice how he's an adult, so he can use 반말 to her because to him, she's a kid, basically. If you are like senior in high school, that's when you start getting the impolite speech form from strangers. If you're younger than that, if you're like a junior in high school or lower, adult strangers are going to use 반말 for you. 정말 죄송합니다. 아저씨가 제 친구인 줄 알았어요. I thought you, 아저씨, were my friend. I thought you were my friend. 아저씨 is like uncle, older male. You may or may not be related to them, but that's how you refer to them because she can't use you. There is no like universally polite term for you in the Korean language. So a lot of kids will use kinship titles to refer to an older person. Rather than saying you, they use kinship titles like 아저씨. I thought you were my friend. So immediately she stops speaking 반말, apologizes, and explains the situation. 아저씨? I'm an uncle? 나 벌써 아저씨 됐나 봐. It seems like I've already become an uncle. 안녕히 나의 청춘. Goodbye, my youth. Goodbye to my youth, my younger days. 잘했어? 다음에 봐. That is it for this lesson. See you later. Bye.